Today's horoscope from Astrocademy, Scorpio July 18, 2022. Others can bring delightful surprises to your life today. A Venus-Uranus alignment today helps you detach from a situation long enough to see that, right now, routine, more than change, is the enemy. You attract others through your ideas or communication style. You are ready to start fresh, turn a corner, try new things, and approach your relationships and pet projects differently. It can be a great time to develop an inspired idea or compelling new interest. Pleasant surprises can emerge from short trips, errands, communications, or learning pursuits. This can be a time for getting the word out, or there can be sudden interests that lead you along a new path, motivating you. You might get the chance to open up a dialogue with someone special. Check your email and direct messages on Instagram. Today's astro weather epitomizes the word shock, but more specifically when it comes to matters of love, romance, and value systems. For instance, whether you're crushing, single, or already romantically involved, surprising messages could sound off your inbox unless it's a very unexpected text from someone you fancy. Others of you could have a run-in that blows your mind, or perhaps even a sudden change of heart. Again, your best bet is to release all expectations, because you never know what you're going to get with rebellious Uranus. In fact, the more eccentric, the more likely it is to occur. New ideas, perspectives, and opinions will be popping up throughout your day as Venus conjuncts Uranus in Taurus. This could be an especially revealing day as the conjunction could spur a different perspective of your work. You and your confidants could have a conversation that completely changes the way you view something about your job. These new insights could give you a greater understanding of your interpersonal workplace dynamics as well as what your colleagues are considering as you all move forward with your obligations. You might even become privy to some secrets today. While the sun's return to your income sector tomorrow will turn the solar spotlight onto your income situation, matters, and options, in his last full day on his own here and in retrograde motion, Mercury is encouraging you to pause. Due to spend the next few days aligned with the sun before retrograding back out, Mercury offers a chance to first stay in the moment while giving you access to a smart head for money and 20/20's hindsight. Your energy is quite infectious. In private, you finally get around to tackling projects you'd put off for a long time and your family is really pleased. Should you want to make some changes in the house or renovate it, this is an ideal time. Your ideas will be met with approval and others will be pleased to help out. Invite your friends, have a renovation party and spend time with your loved ones. A blast from the past, maybe an ex, is going to shake you up a bit today. It might be just a friendly email, or it might be a sighting out and about, but your heart is going to skip a beat. Give way to your feelings, get out and about, socialize and survey the scene. Your open-minded nature make this as an ideal opportunity to be adventurous, to discover new places and people. Don't allow yourself to be distracted from following your dreams, or you'll only be left feeling frustrated and uncertain. The celestial energy today is favorable, full of playfulness and vulnerability in the right relationships. You may not find you can express yourself in words, but today's aspect allows you to show your feelings through gesture and movement, hugs and kisses. To feel this energy ever more deeply, be sure to follow your exercise regimen. Don't skimp on the aerobic exercise. Sending oxygen to your muscles will make you feel warm and happy all over. If there has been anything on the home front that has been troubling you, the essence of today's vibration may well bring solutions you haven't thought of before. Perhaps a better system is needed, or maybe a different form of communication can help. Whatever the case, do some investigating into the problem. Someone, somewhere has undoubtedly encountered the same situation, and may have the answers in the form of a book or website. It is always an advantage to have the moon in an adventurous part of your chart over the weekend, and especially when it is the last weekend of your birthday month. Not only is this encouraging time out to recharge your batteries, but with the sun and moon in harmony, As you look to the future and to the journey that this new solar year will take you on, it is with a sense of wanderlust, curiosity, and adventure. At the same time, as Venus spends her last full day in a nostalgic part of your chart before returning to Cancer tomorrow, there is still a sense of nostalgia in the air. At the same time that the Moon is making its first visit to an adventurous part of your chart since Neptune's retrograde turn here, Venus, the planet of love, is spending her last full day in a nostalgic part of your chart. Today's adventurous lunar vibes are adding to a mix of romance, adventure, and nostalgia as a nostalgic trip down love's memory lane draws to a close. Our eyes in the sky. Investing money today can reap big returns and dividends. It's also a great day to connect with those you haven't spoken to in quite some time. If you're single, pay attention to the people you meet or engage with today. They could play an important role in your future. Embrace the positivity and good vibes. Today is a pleasant day, which is a nice change from all the cosmic chaos of last week. There's some powerful energy fueling your ambition and driving you to get a lot done today, but power struggles are unavoidable during the difficult Moon, Mars, and Pluto cardinal T-square. If you can feel the tension building between you and someone else who also wants the leadership role you're intent on playing, it's going to come to a head at some point. And when it all blows up in your face, it's not going to be pretty. You might want to have an alternate plan ready in case your authority is successfully challenged. After a brief void of course period, the Moon enters playful Leo, helping diffuse some of the more difficult cosmic energy from earlier. Luckily, you should be able to forget about some of the day's tenser moments as you play with your kids or go out dancing with friends. Being the center of attention is your main goal now, and whether it's adoring affection from a lover or all eyes on you on the dance floor, you're happy to soak up the happiness that being in the spotlight offers you now. Regardless, we will confront psychological material at this time, and we are offered protection to this end so we might understand our inner workings and unconscious motivations without getting overwhelmed. Following this connection, the Moon falls into a void lasting into the early evening. Use this time for reflection. We might think we are living in the here and now, but how much of our personality and identity hinges on nostalgia? Are our thoughts of what it means to be productive, tech-savvy, or eco-conscious actually rather inefficient and outdated? Under this influence, we believe that it is our purpose, our mission, to help others modernize their lifestyles by encouraging them to think outside the box. There is freedom in liberating ourselves from old conditioning, and thankfully, others see our message as revolutionary and exciting, rather than disruptive. In the morning, the Cancer Moon trines Neptune in Pisces, stimulating our creative impulses. Ultimately, we get more from rest than from exertion now. When we allow ourselves to relax, we gain the ability to tune into serendipity and thereby develop greater trust in our intuition. We can use this influence to practice divination techniques, such as reading tea leaves, tarot, or scrying. Looking to our astrological charts can also be revelatory, not because we are seeking answers, but because we are open to receiving insights from the universe. Late in the morning, the Moon squares off with Mars in Aries, provoking tension. Our emotional needs and desires conflict at this time, creating an internal battle of wills. We risk taking our frustrations out on anyone who happens to get in our way. Obviously, this is a poor use of our energy, which can be much better applied to self-examination. Otherwise, we can get our angst out through physical activity, but should avoid competitive sports as we could accidentally injure ourselves or another when we are simply attempting to face a challenge courageously.